And there was something about him in that coat that that sort of did it. But you actually see Paul very sparingly in the movie, which is part of the power, because he's very he's a mystery that's gnawing at Batman. Why is this guy writing to me? Why is he writing to me again and again and again? Because the idea of Batman is, of course, to be anonymous, to come out of the shadows, and then suddenly to have the lens turned on you, to have somebody writing to you and leaving you clues is very unsettling. And we wanted to build the idea that one of the reasons might be that maybe he knows something about him, and to get to a place where it starts to seem almost irrefutable that the Riddler must know who Batman is. So that way, when we find out that isn't the case, and that the story is essentially a kind of, in the Riddler's mind, a love story between the two of them, and by the way, a tragic one, because Batman does not return that affection, that it'll be a shock to the audience. And then you realize, well, wait a minute, if he was writing him, it wasn't to tell him, I know who you are. It was because he thought they were partners and something more is coming. And that note is meant to be one more clue that he must know that Bruce and Batman are one and the same. It's just meant to get under his skin. And then later we find out, of course, that See You in Hell was his clue for the description of what it'll be when he is in Arkham, which is certainly hell for him, but was thinking the place where the two of them would finally meet and begin their emotional romance, really, the connection that he believes they have. He feels like they're a brotherhood, they're together, they're one and the same, which is an idea that Bruce, of course, resists to the core. And that's when you realize it's a love story.